What about Sexyy Red in NXT? What do you got to think about that?
That's what we should have talked about. Of course.
Really?
That's how do we skip that?
How did she get in NXT? How did that come about? I didn't see that. Like, how does that play? And I'm sure you read up on it. You tell me.
For some reason, I don't know.
How does Sexyy Red fit in Battleground NXT? Because of UFC or
it's
Trick?
Just she's a list just came out like Billboard. You know what Billboard is,
right?
She was listed as number 2, and people were upset. Like just how
hands on the knees, pop.
Oh, yeah. She's listed number 2 hottest female rapper out right now.
Really, number 2? I like Sexyy Red.
Yeah, so
but I wouldn't put her number 2 though. But go on.
But because all her stuff is charting, like she's popping right now. She's popular. She's headlining.
Sex tape. Sex tape makes everybody. That sex tape got out. She leaked her own sex tape. And took a selfie in it or a picture of it too. Like she got it like whatever. Go on.
But no, I think her charisma and her natural like. I mean, what draws you to her?
Her charisma, her energy.
Yeah, she just.
I don't give a shit attitude. Like I'm just gonna throw my hoodism out there and be as hood as I can. Like, be me, whatever I am.
It felt weird seeing it, especially on NXT. Like it
just to know that they were so like PG at one time, and Sexyy Red is the furthest thing from PG. So I see when she came out to do her entrance. Every time she bent over, put her hands on her knees to twerk or pop her ass or whatever, they did a wide shot away. They kept shooting around that. So they knew what they were dealing with, obviously, because they knew how to shoot around. It felt
wholesome, though. Huh? It felt wholesome for some reason.
It felt wholesome?
Yeah.
Sexyy Red coming out felt wholesome?
Yeah, it felt realistic. You know how it became so PG at a point where it wasn't even like realistic.
So you think a girl out there shaking her ass to the whole world with sex tapes and everything is wholesome?
Because it's all
you find that to be wholesome?
It felt normal because that's all we see.
You must live in that village that's addicted to porn that's some addicted to porn shit right there. Like that. If that's your version of wholesome, Raymond, I worry that what you think wild is. Your wild must be some Ibiza, like I don't know what you're gonna call wild, like some.
It felt normal.
Your P Diddy parties are probably wholesome to you too, right? Like you find them wholesome too.
No, I never been to a P Diddy party.
But from what you heard about him, do you find that wholesome?
No.
No. So how do you find Sexyy Red wholesome?
I meant it felt normal because that's all we see.
Felt normal. That's
scrolling online all day. We just see this all day. It becomes normal. So seeing it on WWE, it felt
you're like that village. You're addicted to social media and porn. Like you're scrolling on porn all day.
I think we're normalized to seeing it. This is normal now. But hey, that's not any different than what the Divas did. The Divas just weren't like black ghetto chicks from the hood. We got the Caucasian version of the sexy divas.
I don't know what a diva is really. Like I don't understand.
The WWE's definition of like Hollywood.
Hoes and tricks, I understand. I don't know about divas.
Godfather.
Yeah, who said that bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks? He can get canceled there.
Thundering. That's
yeah. But no divas. TV will groom you to think whatever. They want you to believe what your words wholesome or what's really. It's like that village. They probably wanted to taint that village, and they said, "Let's see what happens when we give them porn and social media, and see if it'll affect people that have never had that in their life. Will it be addicting?" And they find out it's much like any other drug, and like the drug of being a wrestler and having a match and everything. You don't have something in your life, you get it all of a sudden, and it's addicting. You know,
it's you don't even have to drug people anymore. That's social media.
It's just mind-altering doping in a sense, But that's for a Joe Rogan topic or something. I'm not understanding. It's way above my pay scale. So, but I am disturbed that you think Sexyy Red you find wholesome. Yeah. That worries me a lot. But I do like Sexyy Red, they're doing Battleground, right? So
in Vegas, there's so much stuff happening in Vegas. What's going on in Vegas?
Like, entertainment capital of the world, they say Vegas. You know, venues are. They got the Raiders are out there. The Oakland A's will be heading there at some point in a few years.
Is this like a resurgence?
It's just, I know during COVID, it kind of got crazy out there. Gangs got a little out of control. There's a lot of crime on the strip, but I think maybe it's driven everything down to be more affordable to get in these venues and run these nice venues. Because Double or Nothing's, they've been going out there, right? This is their 5th year, the Double or Nothing, and now you got Battleground, but I think they're going there because it's UFC, because they're part of UFC, so UFC's based at it. Like,
but even Adele opted from doing Adele. She's one of the biggest stars in the world. She opted from doing a world tour, and she did a residency. Yeah. Usually, someone at the end of their career does that.
Well, usually you do the residencies, but
her tickets are like $2,000.
But if you're that over and you're that popular that you can, there's a different crowd of people that come in every weekend to Vegas and you can draw and fill a house. Why not work that same house instead of flying? Like she probably just catches Garth Brooks. You know who Garth Brooks is? Country music singer. A lot of people say it's not country because a lot of his music he took from like classic rock songs and he took it and put a spin and it became country. He made it country. But Garth Brooks has tons and tons of, but he had a residency. But he would literally take a private helicopter in for each show. So he'd come from his home. He'd go home after each show and then fly in. So, I mean, you get a routine down. It's there every night. It's, you know, a little easier on your life. You could go home and have a family life. And instead of being like Germany, Madrid, Australia, then back down to South America tours, you know, where you're not home for 2 years, you know, like, or you do a 320-day tour where, and you did, in 320 days, you did 294 towns, you know, all over the world. That wears on you. That wears on you. So you can get an easier routine down, and through a residency, that's probably, you know, and get paid the same. That's good.
Want some, get some, bad enough, take some.